Hi, everybody. Good evening. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate you joining me and joining me this Sunday night, as many of us may have moved the clocks forward. So, anyway, if you haven't had a chance to double check the poll, please do that. My name is Ray, otherwise known as Life and Vibe. I'm a registered nurse here in the United States. I have specialized in cardiac, oncology, long term care, hospice, a number of different specialties, but specifically heart, and obviously working with people who are not dissimilar to Chantel and a lot of diabetic patients. And she looks spectacular this evening. Let me bring me some more and make her a little bit bigger. Hi, everybody. I know there's a lot of other creators live, so I just appreciate you all for joining me this evening. And if you haven't had a chance to check out the poll, please do so. The question this evening, because we haven't seen Chantel for a little bit. So I'll leave it open. The question was, why has Foodie Beauty been absent for over 24 hours? Because I know there were a number of creators who were wondering what was sitting on that table behind her. There was all sorts of investigations going on. I didn't even notice about what was in her plastic bag. Looked like catnip to me. Who knows? Who knows? I don't think she'd be that obvious to leave something out like that. But yeah, we don't know if she was absent because she's preparing for the festivities that are coming up. I know that she talked about getting some decorations, so I don't know if we're going to see those this evening. I hope so. The other thing she's been doing is just maybe sleeping and nothing else. And the amount of energy that she has this evening, I think it's apparent. And we're going to speed her up to 1.5. And we're going to get in there because she just went live very recently. And that's why I think a number of people just suddenly went on live. And I was sitting over here watching Anderson Cooper on 60 Minutes and was just checking some stuff out and saw she went live and thought, hey, I might as well just snipe in on this, see what's going on, see how she's doing, and just let everybody know too that tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, our friend Cheekbones, otherwise known as Sonia too, is a registered dietitian, and she will be joining me to finish the remaining questions, as many as we can get through on the community tab. People had left questions about type 2 diabetes, so we're going to be covering those questions and also discussing just for education and informational purposes about her fasting in Kuwait. I think it's 14 hours a day they're anticipated to fast. Foodie is not the same person she was the year before. I don't know if she's as in good a health to be able to do it. So we're going to talk a little bit about why it's recommended for people with type 2 diabetes, especially as unmanaged as Foodie says, as we've recently seen with her blood sugars, and whether a fasting is a good plan. So that's one of the things. But anyway, so far on this poll, I've only had 3 votes. Come on, folks, vote on in. So far, people just think she's been sleeping. Oh, and the other thing is if she had a quick trip to the medical clinic, because she's been looking peaky lately. All right, guys, let me go over to my chat and see what's going on. All right, guys. Hey, hi. So yeah, is it coming on up? You have a question, Kim? Okay. All right. Let me take a look at Kim's question, and then we'll take a look to say hi. And I'll try to get into Foodie because people tell me my intros are long and I don't stay on track and I talk over Foodie. So I'm going to and obviously I'm somebody who's an adult and able to take criticism. So I see these as all opportunities for me to improve my content and hopefully deliver something better at the end of the day. So anyway, let me take a quick look at Kim's question. Oh, I've been also told to read out the things that I have on the chat thing here. So let me try to do that too. That's why I don't charge for memberships, because I'm not a good streamer. That, I would feel bad to actually charge memberships for my live streams because I don't have any skills at streaming at all. So And the one thing that I hopefully can give my subscribers and the people who do join us in the audience and do watch me on the replay and the channel and the chat is good, solid medical information, which a lot of people do thank me for. So, despite my naivete and being a full-blown novice at streaming, which is something I just started doing in the last month or so and learning to do. I appreciate everyone's patience as I try to improve the art, because it's like trying to be a radio DJ suddenly. Anyway, let's read Kim's question. He said, I will ask the question before I forget. Is there such a procedure that acts as sort of dialysis but filters out mechanically cholesterol out of somebody's circulatory system? Sorry, stupid. No, there is not. The only thing that we would say that you could do to help regulate cholesterol is, one, doctors like to prescribe statin medications. A lot of people do not like taking statin medications because of certain side effects that come along with it. And so my recommendation is then to try to have a diet that is as low in cholesterol with LDL cholesterol, the low density lipoprotein, and increase the high density lipoproteins. So there isn't a procedure, but there is diets that you can start to adhere to. The Ornish diet is one, Ornish. It's a plant-based, oil-free diet. And because it has no meats, no oils, it has not a great increase into the level of cholesterol. And that has been shown to help reduce cholesterol significantly and the risk for cardiovascular events. And is actually a diet that at one point, and I don't know if it's still the case, is covered by Medicare services. So it is very highly recommended. So not a procedure, but there are dietary and obviously exercise, not smoking, not eating a lot of processed foods, a lot of red meat, a lot of food high in fats. That is the best thing to help manage cholesterol. Food with high density lipoproteins. And then if that, that's the best always. Otherwise, doctors do recommend taking the statin medications. Hopefully that answers your question, Kim. Maybe from, oh, wow. Okay. You're still doing barbell rolls? Oh, well, good for you. Well, good for you. All right. Hi, Rosebud. I hope that answers your question. Hey, Jen Shaw, come on in. Angela Glass is here. Just Jamie is here. Sam is here. Come on in. Oh, I always say this so badly. We're oh gosh. Okay. I already sound like I can't even say that. I know you told me last time how to say it. Worship. I heard, are you serious saying it? Spanish is my language, obviously not German. Hello, everyone. Hi, Lindsay. Hey, Kim. I hope that answered your question. Daft Plinker here. Fatty to Fed. She says, Ray and chat popping in for a while from my hotel in Philly. Oh, well, my goodness. Might not make the whole stream if I fall asleep. LOL. It's been a long week. Well, I hope you're there for pleasure, but I have a feeling you're probably there for business. And I hope you do enjoy the stream tonight. I hope we get down to the point and I don't ramble on for too long. But thank you for joining me. And thank you. Thank you. And if you haven't had a chance, everyone, to hit the likes, please. Turn the pages here. Hey, Badnama's here. Hi, girl. Come on in. Brooke. Yeah, she's live. That's why we all jumped on. A bunch of us jumped on. And I happen to be, feeling a little bit more awake because obviously the clocks went forward and I don't really feel like it's 8 o'clock at night. I feel like it's more 7 o'clock at night. So I said, might as well. But I am going live tomorrow night with our registered dietitian Cheekbones in order to discuss her fasting, type 2 diabetes unmanaged, and just how she looks in general, which she doesn't look good. All right, let's keep going down. Hey, Ruby, come on in. Hey, blonde and dress, come on in. Rosebud's here. Hi. Hi, Rosebud. Sam's here. Mem Bernard here. Miss Jessica's here. Everyone's here. Oh, Kim's here. Okay, I was wondering about the filtration system, if she can be, rescued from delving deep into, because going to the brain amount does not really work. Huh? No. Unfortunately, there's nothing other than her being placed on a very intense statin medication, along with probably another type of medication known as Zetia, which would work in combination with a high-dose statin medication. There's Repatha, which is an injection. So it would all have to be taken down by medication. And then that plaque that's already in the coronary arteries, the only way to kind of open up those is through coronary stenting. There's no diet that really starts, there's some, potential evidence, but not really, probably, unless you make drastic dietary changes. And if she continues smoking, she's still going to get it. So even if she used a statin medication, that smoking is going to cause issues. Hey, Miss Jessica, she says, thank you. She says, love your content. My daughter and son-in-law are first-year interns. Oh, excellent. Another son-in-law is a pharmacist. Oh, we've got other pharmacists. Bella Italia is a pharmacist. I think she was here early. I always ask them about Foodie, but they don't have any patience for her. No, nobody has any patience for her as a patient. She's definitely somebody who tests the patience of any healthcare provider. And I think it's because that she's extremely non-compliant, and, we have to deal with people like that on a daily basis. So it is pretty much, watching a train wreck. It really is. So we're going to talk about this train wreck a little more tomorrow. Oh, well, you're welcome, Kim. You're welcome. I think that's pretty, from how I understand managing cholesterol over the years, it's all down to diet and lifestyle. And for some people who have a hereditary sort of disorder that gives them cholesteremia, as it's called, like high cholesterol, that's extremely high. I mean, it's like off the chart high. So if you're just like a little bit high, you just can't say it's like, oh, because it runs in my family. When it runs in the family, that type of high levels of cholesterol is like super high. So that just means that you just inherited bad diet and lifestyle. And that's a little bit different from actually having a genetic disorder. So yeah, she's medication resistant. She's just healthcare resistant altogether. So I'm curious to know what she's going to say today. So anyway, let's just get over to her before I just keep going on and see what she has to say. She's very low energy today. I'm just going to let you guys know. All right, let me make me small first. I'm too big. Okay. All right. Let me let her talk for a minute. All right. I think she's very filtered. She's the red marks. She either living in the CPAP or it's something else. Funny that I should, just before I get started, I know I always do this. I happened to listen to something on the doctor's radio when I was doing my little errands today about the autoimmune disease lupus. And so it's just funny because I always wonder about that rash. And I was running in and out, so I didn't get to hear it all, but I was listening to some of it, and it was quite fascinating anyway. It's funny how every time I think about things with Foodie's health, I always hear it on the Sirius XM Doctors Radio. And I have to say, I'm extremely a big fan of that. And if you do have Sirius Radio in your car and you've never checked out the Doctors Radio and you do enjoy topics of health, it has diet, nutrition, psychiatry, you name it, women's health, men's health. I mean, all types. There's not, I think, dermatology, plastic surgery. I don't think there's like a ton of heart programs. So check it out. Anyway.
How are you? How are you? I wasn't gone that long. Maybe like, I don't know, almost 2 days.
Oh, it's not showing? Oh, thank you.
Whew. Hey, Yosef, Tangerine, Lisa, Butthole Surfer, Ghostface, hello, Asupia, Monica, thank you, Derpy, Ramadan, thank you, Monica.
Oh,
Kay, am I saying that right? Yeah, Kay. How are you?
hold on.
How's everyone? Kiki, thank you. No, I'm not crying. Ghostface. Tracy, hello.
Oh.
Puppy kisses. It is almost 3 a.m. here. Hi, Alana. Thank you. Heather, that's not playing. Hello. Hi, Zach Zeller. Trixie, Joel. This thing is like this. Wait, okay. I'm okay, Heather. I'm a little tired. I woke up not long ago. What are you talking? What, Derpy? Hi, Marbles. Your birthday, Trixie? No way. Happy birthday. Oh my gosh. Love the setup. Thank you. Just a little bit of the decorations. I'm going to show you guys more in a vlog or something. Charles Reed, hello. Thank you. Hey, Nosferatu, doing well. Hi, Megasaurus. Will you smoke hookah? No, I gave that up. Hey, Shukada. No more. Hi, Fernanda. I actually don't really miss it, honestly. Hey, Trishy's Fish. Sorry, guys. I might be yawning a lot because, oh my gosh, it's like 3 a.m. I woke up not long ago. You can see the CPAP marks. I woke up. I have to, I'm like, I made a whole schedule for Ramadan. Like, you know, there's a lot of praying and preparation. So I'm trying to like plan, you know. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to get up now. I can do a live stream before Suhoor, which is like, so Fajr is at 4:42, which is when the fasting starts officially. So it's 3. So I'll probably stay on until like maybe 3:30 or something for today. Hi, Creepy. Lauren, hi. I used to smoke lemon mint pain chocolate. So then we can, then I can do Suhoor. And then we can pray. And then, yeah, so. Oh. So yeah, I don't know if I'm even going to eat because my stomach is like, I think I had some kind of like weird stomach flu. No, Zoe, I won't. Creepy, hello. H. Alt. Thank you so much. Yes, Ramadan Kareem. I love the little dancing emoji. Thank you, H. Alt. That's so sweet of you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Shukran. Habibti. Miss Goody, have you ever made a lasagna for hubby? I don't think I've made, I mean, oh yeah, I think I did make a lasagna once. But you know what? The quality of ground beef we bought was really, really weird. It smelled like a pasture. So
He's not letting me.
no, we didn't like it, even both of us. I have to make a different one for him. Yeah, thank you, H. Alt.
Yeah.
Kitty Charms, hello. Meditation Paradise Land, hello. Thank you, Jenna, Caroline, Zach Zeller, Elaine. Oh no, you're not feeling well. But yeah, like my tummy, I think it's probably from all the freaking ibuprofen type, like anti-inflammatories. I gotta like really stop taking those. Thank you, Kitty.
Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. So yeah, for some reason, Nightbot, for whatever reason, because I have a live that's set up already for tomorrow night scheduled, it is only connecting to that one stream. And I somehow cannot toggle between the two. And I'm not going to sit here and try to figure that out. So I've ended the poll, and it was actually, unfortunately, because I set up another live stream before I decided to set up this live stream, it's connected to the other live stream. So now I know that's what happens with Nightbot. So that was it. That's a good lesson learned. So yeah, it looks like she has Cushing's. And that's funny about the stomach too, because I want to say when I was actually listening to the person that was like this world-renowned expert on the lupus autoimmune, and we just keep talking about that, this redness here. Now, this could be all CPAP, but it just does, there's a redness, and I know she's had rosacea. So there is something a little bit more different, a little unusual, this blotching here. Despite the filters, that is very reminiscent of somebody trying to manage type 2 diabetes, or not manage, I should say. The heart failure, yes. LB, that's also a good call because obviously with the heart failing, it begins to decrease the blood flow to the gastric, and nausea for that is absolutely horrendous. I mean, it is god awful. Zofran, there's nothing can cut their nausea when they have heart failure. It's so bad. It's like how people feel when they're taking Ozempic because they feel that because of the way it changes how the gastric system works. That's one of the unfortunate, things with these types of drugs or disorders where the gastric system begins to change, is it really can leave you feeling quite unwell with the nausea. And you may throw up from it as well. So it's wild. Well, we got the liver, heart, kidneys are all bad. And that was interesting too, because, and I know my pharmacist can also contest to if she's not taking the diflocanac and she has liver issues, which she does have the non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. And I know it's a new name now. And I mentioned it one time, the MA something another. Anyway, she has the was it metabolic something steroic whatever whatever with the liver. But yeah, I just wonder too about her taking that diflocanac, because I understand you're supposed to be taking liver panels because I guess it's metabolized through the liver, so it's hold on the liver. And if she has liver disease, why would somebody be prescribing that? Anything I can think is she grabbed that stuff out of her grandma's pharmacy cabinet in the house after she passed away. Don't do that, Foodie. That's naughty, allegedly. All right. Right. And that was the other thing. Thank you, Dr. On Call. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me that point as well. She has been complaining. Oh, gosh, we're playing. Okay. Other people have their investigations about whether she got weed on the table. I don't care about that. I'm more curious because the lupus is hard on the kidneys, or it makes the kidneys hurt. And she has complained about kidney or lower back pain, which obviously those of us who, think we don't think necessarily about the skeletal, which, you would on somebody as big as Foodie, but you would start thinking about those kidneys back there hurting. That would be sometimes more indicative of lower back pain than other issues causing it. So, yeah, I mean, I just wonder, don't you wonder the way she just looks so red and the way she's, and it's just something that can just, I think there's a lot of not understanding how it comes on. But I wouldn't be surprised with her lack of, and it causes the fatigue, of course. It's very fatiguing. And she yawns throughout this. And I've been talking about this potential lupus for some time. I mean, it's just a potential. I mean, we know she has obviously the diabetes. Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah. Nephritis or lupus SLEO. Ooh, that is interesting. That is something that, please explain to the audience in the chat, just so while I get Foodie moving along, what the difference of these two things could be. Dr. On Call, because that's fascinating. Oh. Panda asks, I would be very freaked out. Sorry. Bellatalia says rheumatoid arthritis / lupus. They are both on the same grapevine. They are both cousins as autoimmune diseases. Yes. And she is somebody that I would not be, obviously there needs to be lab work. And we have no access to Foodie's labs. I don't even think she's had a recent hemoglobin A1C. And I still have speculation about the numbers she shows on her glucometer, because I understand that she may not be fully showing the numbers on the glucometer, and what she's showing is a 1 is actually a 2. So it's not 13, it's actually 23 and stuff. So if she does show us a blood sugar reading, we do have to pay very close attention to her, because she could be lying. She looks worse each day. Oh, yes, Bella Italia. She looks absolutely much worse each day. The swelling is very pronounced today. Look at how swollen she is. And this is, I'm thinking, with filters. It's very, and we've been trying to figure out too. All right, if she gets close to the camera, this is what I want everyone to kind of pay attention to. The sclera of the eye. I want to see if it's yellowing more. If she is showing more potential signs of the liver failing through the yellowing of the sclera. I want to know if the jaundice coming. Because I think it's hard to know because she always uses filter. But sometimes she doesn't seem to get the filters on so strong. And I'm wondering, is that what we're seeing? All right, let's keep playing. She doesn't go live for very long, actually, from the looks of things.
No, it depends what the question is. Tomorrow's Ramadan for you? Yeah, it's different in like different regions. Don't you go off? No, no, no. She wants to go after these things. Hey.
Oh, don't remind me, little Seven, that she was drinking juice from the bottle.
No, the candles are just for whatever. H-Hold Howie. Howie. I gotta show you guys him soon, eh? Fasting is from, thank you, Ghostface. Really, Elaine? Oh, I gotta lay back.
All right, I'm just gonna kill my night ball. All right, thank you, Doctor on Call. We so appreciate this. Just to clarify the difference between the two types of lupus that we're discussing, because there are different types. Systemic lupus erythematosus is an autoimmune disease that causes the body's immune system to attack healthy tissue. And SLE, which is systemic lupus erythematosus, is the most common, and it's the one that you have. And that's what Dr. On Call, since you are somebody who is managing this autoimmune disorder yourself, obviously you are very familiar with it. And so I'm always talking about that redness around her, cheeks, and whether that's a CPAP, whether that's rosacea. I always think it looks like a butterfly rash, but, and I know she uses filters. So I'm just curious what you think you're observing, just on assessment. And it's hard because we're not obviously really seeing her up close in person. I'm just curious. Because I wonder if it's just a CPAP. You can have it from high blood pressure too, Angel of Glass. So that's one of the questions, is her redness just because she's not managing high blood pressure? I mean, that is also a potential too. That's a potential too. Wookie Lover also says she has SLE. That's going to be the acronym used for systemic lupus erythematosus. So I don't have to try to sound like I've been slurring all night, and I'll have a cup of tea after that. Okay, Dr. On Call, sorry. Dr. On Call says, I never had the butterfly rash, but back at the luxury. Oh, okay. All right, this is tea now for health. But back at the luxury villa, I saw the butterfly. I thought back then she had lupus. Oh my goodness. See, I have been wondering too, with the symptoms that she has been verbalizing, or her complaints. And this is obviously just educational information purposes. So we are not here diagnosing Chantel. We are not her practitioners, nor providers, or do we provide her with medical care? Sorry, as a disclaimer. But you thought back then she had lupus? Ooh. Can I show a picture of the butterfly rash? Thank you, LB. Yes, let me find a picture of a butterfly rash real fast and share that with everybody, and then we'll get back to Foodie. If you haven't had a chance to hit the likes, please do so. I'm also going to try to open up my connection for my computer so we have better connection too. And while I look for the picture, I'm just going to let Foodie continue playing.
On those, man, I had the worst. Like yesterday, oh my gosh. I don't even think I'm going to eat breakfast. I'm fine. I'm going to load up on water though. I know, Garden. Oh yeah. What? This is called, oh, I forgot. Salah told me the name. Babe. Hi, Sarah Jean. Welcome salam. Are you doing Ramadan? Are you observing Ramadan? This is Melly, hi. More of the gerbil. He's a mouse. Hi, Melly, sweetheart. They look like Brussels sprouts. So it's like a nougat. It's an Arabic treat. It's like a manwa salwa. Manwa salwa. Yeah. Manwa salwa. So it's like a I don't know, like it's a nougat inside and it's covered in pistachio. The nougat is flavored with like rose water.
Okay, so this is the mysterious packet. So she finally obviously heard that everyone thought she was cartelling and growing something odd in the house, and everybody had all the conspiracies about whether or not it was Mary Jane. That was the conspiracy. I was like, I don't think she got Mary Jane like that. That would be just like asking for trouble in a country like there. You know, that would be, you know, like Foodie does some dumb stuff, but I don't think she or Salah would be that mischievous and without caution. But anyway, that obviously and pistachio. Oh, that sounds absolutely yummy, delicious. I love pistachio nuts. I'm just gonna say. Okay, so there's obviously lots of pictures, and as we say, Foodie wears filters, so we don't know what she looks like without filter. But I'm going to take her off the screen real fast, and then I'm going to show you this picture of somebody with this lupus was discussing here. Can you see here? There we go. See how it's got that looks like a butterfly across the eyes? And not everybody gets this rash. It's just one of the things that if somebody does display, and sometimes it can be really bad. It can look really. Foodie has multi-system disease, says Bellotalia. I would do that. I would say so. Oh, about the injections that people have to manage this disorder. Dr. On Call says, yes, injections once a week without insurance. It's $8,250 a month. I also, the Plaquenil and Imuran. Yes, I heard that the hydrochloroquine, which I rather call Plaquenil because I can't barely pronounce the other one. Oh my gosh, people want to accuse me of slurring. That's one that will make me the hydrochloro. It was very heard during the panini. People talked about it all the time. I actually probably can say pandemic because of being a healthcare provider. But yeah, in the United States. But you can see kind of the redness down there around the eyes. These are often made to look a little bit more. They'll often use photos of patients displaying more adverse signs of these disorders, but it's this kind of redness through here that Foodie seems to have that I keep noticing, and I just wonder. I know she says the CPAP and the rosacea, and that's probably possible too. I mean, but it's so just always the same shape. It's very unusual. And then she talks about the kidneys and the fatigue. Okay, all right, just to show it. Thank you for asking me to show and share. I appreciate you letting me think to do that. Thank you. All right, let's get back to Miss Foodie. Let's see what she's up to. Oh, I'm presenting. Let me present. Let me share. Okay, I don't think she eats. Oh, no, maybe she eats a pistachio treat. All right.
Water. Hey, no, 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 no. I gotta teach her no. Nah, la, la.
Oh, hold on.
I know.
Now, right when she turned, let me see if I can go back just a tiny bit. Right here. Oh. She
inside, and
I
it's
saw the
covered in
CPAP
pistachio. The
box.
nougat is flavored with like rose water. Hey,
Oh,
no, 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 no. I gotta teach her no. Nah, la, la.
It's right here. Okay. I don't know if anyone has a big screen TV. But if you can see right here, I see a line from the CPAP and a line from the CPAP here. So those are definitely definitive CPAP strap marks. That is definitely, that's hallmark CPAP. It's the other stuff on the front. I just wonder. Now, is she not cleaning her CPAP sufficiently and it's causing a skin irritation? I don't know. Who knows? It's hard to know without her being without filter. All right, keep going, Foodie. Why are you doing that with your cat? I don't think that's going to train the cat. I don't have cats anymore. And I used to have indoor outdoor cats because I was, in countries where cats were traditionally indoors and outdoors. And I don't think that's how you train a cat, though, to stop doing something you find is not a habit you want them to keep doing.
La.
I think a treat or something.
Hi, no name on your plaque. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yes, thanks. It's supposed to be on its way, so inshallah. Thank you, Jenna. It's pistachio.
Oh, she said her plaque is supposed to be on the way. And there's been all sorts of chatter as to whether she's going to get the plaque because she has been struck with her channel down before off the YouTube has closed her channel. And so there is talk as to whether she would still be eligible for receiving her 100K plaque, which she's very excited about. This is a big honor for Foodie. Big honor.
Yeah, it's covered in pistachios. So we bought them. We always usually buy them at the snack place, but well, on and off. He's a hamster. He's a mouse. Yeah, they're for guests, or well, sometimes we can have one. I mean, there's no law against us having one, but we have sort of a squeaky chair. So we have like this is like just.
Oh my God. We know she doesn't have gas. That's a lot of nuts. That's a lot of nuts. Nuts are delicious, don't get me wrong. But you're supposed to have like a handful because they do have a lot of fats. Good, healthy fats, don't get me wrong. But each type of nut has a different amount of fats to it. And I think pistachios may rank as one of the ones with a higher level of fat, which is why they taste so good and sweet. Ones that have good healthy fats, that if you did want to do salads with nuts, walnuts have good healthy fats and are often recommended to have. I mean, all sorts of nuts and seeds are good, but walnuts are probably the ones they say are the healthiest. The others, eat in moderation. When they say like a little handful, they really mean a handful, not like the whole bag. And I understand. I am a fan of a dry roasted, salted, sea salted peanut. I mean, just basic, like I love peanuts. Oh my God. But I have to have them dry roasted. That's my thing. Oh my God. Or even like Virginia style, like the big blister ones. Oh my goodness. But this is ridiculous. And she's going to eat all that. All right. So, Rose's in the house. So, hey, Rose Thorn. Hey, her eBay plaque. Yes, it's been ordered. It's coming in. If she gets it quick, we know it's not from YouTube because YouTube don't move that fast on stuff. It's going to take 3 to 4 months for my channel verification for my being a healthcare professional as an RN. And they have to make sure that you've never been out spreading any type of harm or medical misinformation or anything of that nature. So there was something I heard about that was terrible recently that was a scam. Bella Tanya asks, could be CPAP mask irritation question mark? And that's what I wonder too. I mean, she does talks about the lower back pain and stuff, and I do wonder about her kidneys because her heart doesn't look great. So is it her heart? Is it blood pressure giving her redness? Is she not taking the CPAP? Because she definitely had those CPAP marks there tonight. Who knows? Who knows? And Erica says, she doesn't clean that CPAP. Oh, absolutely not. I'd be horrified to know, because you've got to think, when you're wearing a CPAP, you're obviously breathing in and out in order to get air, so that you don't lose oxygenation overnight as you sleep, and therefore cause damage to your body because you're just not getting enough oxygen. So it's very important for people to keep their CPAPs. But one of the things you do have to do is keep that CPAP clean. You cannot have a dirty CPAP, because then otherwise you could cause yourself a respiratory disorder or cause yourself all sorts of other illnesses. I just have a feel. I mean, she didn't use any clean technique when I saw her do her blood sugar the other day. So we know she's not necessarily the most sanitary person. Oh gosh, it just grosses me. It really does. Because I kept all of my patients' equipment immaculate, like immaculate. I hated it when I didn't see people like rinse out the nebulizing equipment after the patient had used the nebulizer and let it sit and air dry, because that's the best way to get that nebulizer clean after use with all the little pieces. It's just to very simply rinse it underwater and just let it air dry. And my colleagues, I'd get in there and that thing would still be all attached to the nebulizer in the patient room. I'd be so pissed. Anyway. Sorry. I'm just saying. Hey, Pizza Kitty says, thanks, Bella Talia. You're going to try that. Oh, I didn't even know what Bella Talia said. Okay, so Bella Talia says her diet alone can cause skin conditions. She needs to start health juicing and flush liver and kidneys. Oh, God, girl. She's so needs to be medically managed with a correct diet in order to regulate her organs again. And she's beyond just her fixing it with some chia seeds at this point. And she did nothing with any of that good, healthy food she bought. That lovely food that we saw that she got probably from a subsidized mission somewhere, because somebody scanned a barcode or something. But I that's potentially why the food is so cheap. I have a feeling that they are receiving some subsidized food because of the way it is, also those eggs and stuff, and maybe the amounts it's in. Who knows? Who knows? Rose Thorne says, the last time she showed the CPAP, it was filthy. The tubes were gray black. Oh, my God. Oh, God. I hope she is using Amazon to get new equipment or something, because that is so bad. Because that literally means you breathing those spores in your mouth at night. That is the nastiest thing. That is going to give me a nightmare tonight, Rose. Oh my God, you just gave me nightmares. I'm very particular about my patient equipment and stuff. Drove my colleagues nuts in some ways, but I didn't care. At the end of the day, it's about my patients and their safety at the end of the day. I didn't care whose feathers I ruffled. Oh my gosh, that's the stuff of nightmares. Sorry, Rose Thorne reacts, says, sorry, I had to tell you. Yeah, and that makes me even more concerned for her health. I mean, apart from the unmanaged type 2 diabetes, the fatigue, the back pain, the lack of exercise, the non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, the heart failure, the 2 pulmonary embolisms, the blotchy legs, the peripheral neuropathy that she calls sciatica or scamatica, liatica, and every other thing we know it to be. Just the myriad of comorbidities that she rolling around with, and obviously the obesity. It just and then the metabolic syndrome and inflammation. Oh, oh. And then the thought that she's breathing in a nasty CPAP with like spores in it, just, and then she lugs it around all over the place. You've got to be diligent, and you have to replace that piping, the mask. I mean, they all have to have time limits that you replace things at. Otherwise, you can cause respiratory illnesses. Oh, God. She got to take herself out somehow. Oh, gosh. Start talking about light black mold she had in the cup in the Kia on her first trip to Kuwait. Yeah, that black mold, I understand, is living in her CPAP tubes. How do we feel about that one? Oh, gosh. She had the same, you have the same CPAP as Chantel. Glad to be here, says. The tubing is actually colored dark gray. That doesn't mean she can't keep it clean, though. Okay, well, that's good to know that that's the tubing color. That makes me more concerned, though, because that hides a myriad of problems. And glad to be here. How often does your tubing have to be exchanged? And I'm guessing there's a protocol for keeping it clean in order for you not to cause any type of respiratory illnesses. Am I correct? If I understand, because I know it has to be disinfected. Yes. Yes, it does need to be disinfected. Absolutely. Thank you, Bella Italia, who's a pharmacist. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, gosh. And if she's not, maybe it is causing, well, that and her nutrition too. Oh, her diet for sure is causing her to have all sorts of dermatitis and skin issues, along with the diabetes too. I mean, and the liver down too. Now, if she starts really itching in front of us, then we know she's getting some bile salts under that skin. So let's just keep an eye for itching. Then we know the liver really having an issue. Oh.
For, we have some mamoul, white chocolate covered mamoul. Hi, babe. Welcome, salam. And we have some manwa salwa. Yeah, so that's what we have out here for now. Not just chocolate bars. Babe, the cat is trying to play with the things. Thank you. And I got a new jilbab too. So this is like just, full coverage. I love it. It's comfortable too. So, okay, it's okay first. So yeah, we Julia Beezers can. Oh, okay, good girl. She understands no, but you have to be firm. Shiloh, aw, sounds like a cute name. Thanks, creepy. Yeah, usually Sicily, gatherings, whatever. But some people, not always. I don't know. Like the sleeves, yeah, they're like I don't have to worry about sometimes with my abaya the sleeves are big, so it shows like the wrist and everything. But anyways, so yeah, we fast from sunrise until sundown. So whenever the Fajr prays, no, sorry, not sunrise. After when Fajr. No name, 10 members. No way. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Who got one? Thanks, Sylvia. Thanks, Nixie. No name, you're the sweetest. Hi, Derek. Had some pajamas.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Hi, Bumpy. Sanella, thank you. Same to you. No name is a blessing. Yes, thank you. I really appreciate that. Backwoods babe. Jamie. I never get picked. Sorry. Thank you for your generosity. No name is a millionaire. Thanks, H. Alt, as well. Thank you. Absolutely my pleasure. I appreciate it. Tasha. Wow. Who else? I didn't see. So, no name is my favorite, Zach. Ramadan lasts.
And I guess I'll ask Jeremy to talk. And this is part of, why this could persistently, not be great for her skin. Obviously, other than the lack of exercise and not getting out there and, eating even though she has that beautiful looking fruit and vegetable. I keep looking at that. I saw that fruit and vegetable. I had so many things in mind. Anyway, Bella Italia says, doing so, this is back in regard to the CPAP, doing so not only keeps things in good running order, but prevents bacteria, fungus, and other contaminants that can make you sick from building up. So I don't know if Chantel is negligent, and people are saying that it's been maybe a year since she replaced anything. And that's probably not, and 3 to 6 months was what we were hearing on changing out the tubing. It's glad to be here says supposed to be clean it daily. Exactly. So yeah, you have to clean it daily because you breathe in it daily. So you have to clean it daily because you never know if you get something also sick, like a flu or cold or any other type of COVID or any other type of respiratory illness that you could be circulating in your machine. So you do want to make sure that you're obviously keeping it clean. Glad to be here also says replacement is variable. My company says 1 year if you maintain them well. Which, how many of us, if I could connect my Nightbot to this live stream instead of for tomorrow's, I would ask how many of us think she's cleaning it daily per protocol. More often if you don't. I've heard that anywhere from 3 months to 18 months. Thank you. Glad to be here. Thank you. You nebulizer, Sarah says she cleans it daily and exchange at hospital every year. Right. These things usually, the certain parts that touch the face, the mouth, and all that have to be sanitized, cleaned daily, air dried, so that water isn't also building up in there. And then you go to use it. Oh, she never cleans it, Wookie Lover? You only replaces them if they break. Well, that's really, really horrendous. Her lungs are at risk for disease. The internal water chamber and filters a weekly cleaning of the machine. Oh, God. And then think she's sitting there just smoking on that shisha. Oh, my God. She is the cockroach, human cockroach, to still be not having got, but she is having, there is a way that, and you see it with patients, that you can be just sitting kind of like she's not doing very much and kind of sit and laugh, but her energy is low. And we always speed her up to 1.5 because she is so slow. And I don't think years ago when I watched her and saw her talk that we needed to speed her, that people had to speed her up so much. She's very like, if we had a regular speed, it would take forever. All right, let's get back to you, Chantel.
A month. So it's like, I think it's going to be until, well, just, it depends on like, it depends, but it's usually like a month. I think it ends this year on April 8th, if I'm not mistaken. Thanks, Derek. Yeah, congrats everyone who got a membership. Ready to bees. Hey, I have a jilbab sleeve that's kind of like loose, so it kind of looks like a wiggle. Potty break. Did it already start? So yes, but the fasting starts at Fajr, which is going to be 4:42 today. Ramadan Kareem, Sanella, yes. April 8th is your birthday, Sugar Me? No way. Bull. Hi, Bull. I don't know why I call her that. Nice fabric. It's so soft. It's stretchy and flowy. Yeah. Yeah. I still wear clothes under it there, but yeah, it really is. It smells nice. Am I going to do a private live for members? Yeah, I'm going to do member streams soon. Yeah. Cynthia, Ramadan Kareem. Thanks, Puddle.
Once again, Chantel gaslights her audience, says that she's going to get back and do member-only streams. And I think the last time she did that was months and months and months ago. So her members are always asking just for her to go with them live. And for whatever reason, she's like, nixes that. She never does it. Because it's not profitable. Because they don't like, I don't know. Maybe they'd live chat her better. Just be happy. Maybe she should give it a try.
I would pray and then have a sneaky snack and then pray again for forgiveness. No, hold on, you can't. Unless you're excused. Hi, Sweetman. You're fasting. Oh, no, colonoscopy? Oh, Meg, no way. That sucks. Oh, I wish you well. I'm sure it'll be fine. They sedate you for that, right? I would want to be put out. And I'd be like, I don't want to be sedated. I want to be put out. Oh, the fasting will be from all kinds of food and drinks from sunrise until sunset. Yeah. Ramadan Kareem. Thank you, AP. The prep is worse than the procedure. Yeah, that's what I hear. I'm so fun to chill with. Thank you. Basically, like the go-to food is, we don't have daylight savings time here now. Usually, like traditionally, we break a fast with like a date and then sometimes like dates and milk, but like Cynthia. So we can start eating iftar. So you fast from Fajr until iftar, which is like the Maghrib prayer. So it's usually around 6 p.m.-ish, varies by like a few minutes every day. So then you eat iftar and then you pray Isha. And yeah, and then after Isha, the extra prayers during Ramadan would be like Tahajjud, which is like extra night prayer. And you get extra rewards with that, It's basically a month for like bringing you, spiritually closer with Allah and discipline, trying to, but the fasting is like a very cleansing spiritual practice and time for giving.
I don't know which anesthesia, Meg, the artist, they use for your colonoscopy, but I understand that potentially most commonly used, I believe, is propofol because it's easy to wake people up without feeling that anesthesia hangover with propofol. So maybe that's why you felt like you had your best nap ever. Because we used to give propofol to patients for cardioversions when I worked at the heart hospital if they had atrial fibrillation. And one of the ways of correcting atrial fibrillation is to do a procedure which seems really archaic, but you basically have a electric shock sent through your body called a cardioversion, and it can shock the heart back to a normal rhythm. And the drug that they give you in order to do that procedure is propofol because it makes you easy to wake up after the anesthesia and it makes you feel like you had a great nap. And that's the drug that Michael Jackson was getting from his doctor and the one that got him in trouble in the end. And the reason why he used it was because after he woke up from it, he always felt like he had really slept well. So yeah. That's one of the things. That's one of the things. Yeah. And I heard something about colonoscopies today because I understand that March is National Colon Health Month. And so it's a good time to think about colonoscopies, about your colon health. And now they are recommending that if you haven't had a family history of colon disease with a primary relative and everything has been normal, the age to get a initial screening is actually now 45 years old. And the US Preventative Task Force, I think, is recommending even as young as 40 now. So just double check that now. So it's a much younger age now for those colonoscopies, folks. Much younger age. Just a heads up. All right, Mira says, who else thinks all her fasts are going to be broken at home and alone? That assuming she manages to fast all day. Yeah, I mean, Foodie always lies, so she could be easily telling everybody she's fasting, and it'd be just absolute nonsense. So that's possible, and she certainly won't be leaving the house to be seen doing it. And in reality, she doesn't have to worry, Mia, because she is the type 2 diabetic. So she is exempt from having to do the holy month of Ramadan fast. And so she doesn't really have to worry about that. But she thinks it's going to improve her health. And if you are interested, we are going to talk a little bit more about that tomorrow with type 2 diabetics and fasting and why they are recommended not to do that and maybe why it's not a good choice, even though she thinks it's going to improve her health. Valentine says propofol injection is used to help you relax asleep before and during surgery or other medical procedure. This drug metabolizes rapidly. Why it's a great use for anesthesia. Absolutely. Absolutely. And the thing I used to always hear my patients say, and I don't, maybe this is, the one that they gave Meg potentially, It's like they used to always say, "Oh, I feel like I had the best sleep ever." I mean, I heard it all the time. We used to card over so many people. You were still sleepy after the students advised to take it easy the following day. Okay, well, maybe they used something else. Maybe they used something else instead, but it is a very common and popular one. I know when I had surgery back in August, I was knocked to the nine because I had big surgery. So they really put me under. Hey, Thunder Rain, come on in. All right, let's get back. Looks like why it looks like milk. His wife says that's it's intravenous. Yeah. It's a very good
and stuff
anesthesia
like that.
if
So,
used correctly.
you know, yeah, they call it zakat. It's like a major pillar. Like charity is like a major pillar in Islam. So we're gonna definitely try to do a lot more of that this year. So yeah, it's nice to be in a Muslim country for.
Charity. She can't even give charity to her audience with free memberships to the chat. I believe that any creator is able to give a certain number of memberships free. I don't know if YouTube gives a certain amount each month, as you know, so that creators can bonus their audience with those when they do memberships and so forth. But I have never heard Foodie ever do a giveaway. So she's charity girl. Charity. Charity is so important to me. Oh, God.
Ramadan. It's more special. Yeah, for sure. It's like a whole lot more special. I think I would feel so lonely, if I was Muslim right now during Ramadan, because as a revert in Canada, because I don't really know anybody. Like, and I feel like there probably are some celebrations though for Ramadan. I would say you just have to seek them out. I don't know. Hey Kiki, hello Ellie. Excuse me, Kiki and Kiki. You guys, I think you guys always say hey like right close to one another. I don't know if that's true, but it's like the way. See, like my face shape depends on how the hijab falls. Can make my face look narrow. Can make my face look chubby. Nice ghost face. Hi Jenna. Ramadan Kareem. Thank you, No Name. I really appreciate that. We don't have Walmart here now. Oh, really, Derek? Is Julia?
So Sam Tires asks if Foodie is also swollen in the forehead here. And I just noticed that she just is extremely, and that's why this almost like this lupus is like sitting almost more and more, is that she or dirty CPAP. I don't know, because there is something that she's more rashy up here in the forehead area. And I think she looks like she's still sweating from the eyeballs. And I was getting very worried about her sweating yesterday, because as a cardiac nurse, seeing somebody sweat and turn gray, that's never a good sign. That's like your blood, like a loss of blood flow. That's a terrible sign. That's very concerning. So I don't know. She just, and she's yawning. She just went into yawning. At least she covered her mouth. But yeah, she looks very swollen. And she is so, I mean, I just don't, sort of look close, but she is a lot of swelling, I think, around her eye socket area, like above, like right here above the eyeball. Very swollen. Wow, looks even more swollen than usual here. My goodness.
Stretched out like a
forehead's looking more like Tammy Slayton's.
No, she's curled up like a snake. I don't know.
That's what happened.
She's curled. You got booted. How come? Hi, Elaine. So yeah, I'm starting to feel a little hungry actually now. So maybe I will eat something. I don't know. Bejeweled dates, they're so good, eh? Hi, Mila. Thank you. The star is pretty. Yeah, the stores are full of little lanterns and trinkets like this. Bye, Zach. Kareem means generous in Arabic. Ah. What will I eat? I don't know. I'll probably just make some breakfast foods. Thank you, Elaine. Like maybe eggs and bread and some fruits. I don't know. Maybe I'll make myself some oatmeal with fruit because my tummy doesn't feel like eating like something heavy.
I wonder what's up with her stomach. And she was moaning so hard about that oatmeal the other day. That oatmeal was like what sent her to the 2 sub sandwiches. One was supposed to be for Salau, she originally said in the video. And then she ate both of them. Everyone's noticing. I noticed that her strap marks were on this face, but her strap marks look like they're also equally on the other side too. She just looks like, and obviously she uses multiple filters, but it's the texture of her skin. If you can see her clearly on whatever you're watching for your entertainment, but her skin texture is very, almost what we would call like an orange peel texture. And that's not a good thing. I think in healthcare professionals out there may understand what I mean, and even just regular folks. If you think about that texture of an orange peel, that's what her skin is looking like. It just looks rough. And then just, wow, very, wow. She's talking about a glow up and a 6-pack and all this stuff. Oh, the skin too. I always say this is the thing that really does show how healthy somebody. The skin and the hair really do show on the outside often how well somebody's able to health is in their nutrition. Now, if you have other hereditary diseases or things that are beyond your control, then everybody understands that. But if you are a regular person and you've been born in pretty good health and you have been born with those advantages and you are able to make good choices then about how to manage your body going forward so that you can stay healthy, live a long, healthy life, feel good, not have lots of aches and pains, not be prescribed expensive medications, things that are within your control. And even if you do have other chronic illnesses that are maybe things that you had hereditarily been born with that you manage, still a lot of those things are going to help you manage those disorders much better too. There's so much down, and it's not about a fad diet. It really is just simple foods, good exercise. Every day I think about it, and even reminding myself while I talk to you all here, is like with Junebug, just getting out there and taking steps. And even on days when sometimes I want to be, less diligent in walking for so long, I remember how healthy it is for both her and I to get going.
Prison Becky chicken pot pie. Maybe for iftar. I'm hungry for that, actually. You tried chicken shawarma?
I know.
What's the significance of the star? Honestly, I don't know. I know the moon is important, right? Because that's, the crescent moon is the sign that commences the beginning of Ramadan. And Ramadan is so special. Actually, I learned this that I didn't know, but it's believed that the first verses of the Quran were revealed to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, during Ramadan. So that's another reason it's so special. Oh, thanks, Elaine. You're sweet. No name, no way. Wow. Cicely, are you married? No name. I think Cicely is.
That's very well said, Santiago. Your genetic makeup is the hand you are dealt. You get to choose how to play it. Exactly. And Chantel is definitely playing fast and loose with her deck of cards. And Sunflower asked if we think she has ascites. It's hard to say because we don't see her abdomen enough. And she's so well-rounded. I mean, it could be potentially ascites, but you would want to see like stricture marks onto the abdomen and stuff. There would have to be other, like I said, I would be curious to get a lab panel on her. Some livers, like definitely like full liver panel. It's been a year. She doesn't know anything. Come on. She don't know nothing.
Wanting to get married to No Name or what? Blue Pot, hello.
Oh, blue pot out there.
Thank you, no name. Are you married? Because who got members this time? Make yourself known. You're so nice, no name. Seriously, thank you so much for your support on the channel. No name is getting ahead with the generosity for Ramadan. It's not a paper star.
I did want to point out that Gigi says her face is swollen like Elvis's days before he passed. Oh, that's eerie because Elvis was not much older than Chantel, and he was certainly more active with his Vegas act than she ever is sitting in the shoebox in Kuwait. She has so little activity. It's scary for me to see how inactive this person is and how glamorous she. I really think she thinks she's Cleopatra. She described herself like a little seal the other day because people always say she looks like a seal, and she was talking about and laughing about how she did look like a seal with her little feet down. I'm like, it's not a compliment. Being described as a seal for you, Chantel. Yes, seals are cute, but it's not a compliment.
It's like, I don't know, hard plastic. Oatmeal and fruits. Meditation, did you get one? Who got one? It doesn't show me like up front who got one. Seriously, very nice, no name. Yes, thank you, thank you. I like this heart. I'm feeling okay, CM. Welcome all new Beezers to the Beezer Club. Thank you, no name. She must be moderated.
And mysteriously, that sciatica is gone. She has not mentioned the sciatica today. And every time I see her wave her arms and she sits in that chair and squeaks that chair like that, makes me just think that, and the fact that she never had an MRI, she never worked with a physical therapist or a PT, if we use the acronym, any of these things, and she's waving her arms like she just don't care. I just doubt the sciatica. I really seriously doubt it. And it would be more likely if she were getting B12 injections and so forth to be peripheral neuropathy, which goes hand in hand with that unmanaged type 2 diabetes.
What do you think? Yeah, for sure. If she wants to. I don't know. Some people don't want to be. I'm happy married and love my husband only. Thank you, though. There you go. Are those candles? They're like faux candles. Yeah. They're like faux candles. Beezer Army growing. You got gifted a membership. Welcome, meditation. Ew, it's getting hotter today. I couldn't bear it. And it's not summer yet. We went out today and I was like, oh my gosh. I was sweaty the whole time, even with the AC on. Poor Salah. He's like, I'm cold. Who wants a short karaoke song? Okay. The champagne toast. I've had that candle forever. I think since I first came here, huh? No, it's not burning. Where is it? No. Thanks, no name.
Oh, are those the
Remember Nights with Chantal.
decorations? Are these the decorations that she was telling everybody that she went out and purchased at the store? I was expecting, okay. I guess I was expecting things hanging from a ceiling. I don't know. Maybe it's the Brit in me. We like to dangle things from the ceiling, like, confetti and like little, bunting and stuff like that. Maybe I was thinking she was going to have some bunting out there. I'm disappointed, but I guess that I'm not privy to the decorations for Ramadan. Is that what we get? The little star? I don't want to call it like that because I don't want to be disrespectful to her faith. But I guess I wanted more impressive decorations because the way she described it. Anyway, people are talking about her. Bellitalia has salmon for dinner. That's very healthy. Wookie Lover says she doesn't have that sciatica. LOL. More like diabetic neuropathy. LOL. Yes, I would think that could be potentially what was causing that pain more than anything else. Sunflower says, oh, Lord, she lives in her own world. She absolutely does. It's a fantasy world. And she is the main character. Thunder Rain 6666, number 31 on the list, says, I, for one, welcome the summer. I work at night and my main duty happens outside. I would very much like it to warm up soon. LOL. Me too. It was cold as heck today. RGB18 says someone her live mentioned that her hands were swollen, which is something that we have spoken regularly about. And I double checked. I haven't looked. My friend Pam is not here tonight. Look to see if we can see a ring or not. Because if she's super swollen, I'm wondering if she is having to take the ring off. Initially, we just thought it was an argument with Salau, but if she is really swelling, that ring is going to hurt as it cuts circulation on that finger. So I'd want to get that thing off ASAP. But I'm curious. I haven't noticed, and I think I haven't seen the ring recently. So that's a good point. Thank you. Santiago says that she has a serious question, or he. Are there MRI or X-ray machines that can fit her? I've done them and felt claustrophobic. I'm 240 pound. Finished dude. Oh, dude. See, I see Santiago. That's why I corrected myself. I said she and I said it could be he. So thank you, Santiago. How could they scan through all that adipose tissue? I believe they do have machines that are specifically designed for people who are larger. But it is recommended, since they do have to have specialty equipment, that you call ahead of time and find out if the place or location that you are going to get that scan done can accommodate somebody of a larger size. And they will then let you know whether or not they can. And so if you live in certain rural areas or places, you may not be able to access that equipment very easily, especially if the hospitals, because that equipment is not only very expensive to license to the hospitals, but there's a lot of cost involved in getting that type of equipment inside of any type of facility, especially one where you have to have its specialty, such as one for a larger frame. And so, yeah, that's a great question. And I certainly would say to somebody, you have to call ahead of time. So I don't know in Kuwait if she would have to go to a place that would have a MRI or any type of scan, CT scan, anything that would accommodate somebody who was of a larger frame. And like I said, you have to call and check that ahead of time because they're not all designed to fit you. Bellataya says her ring was off yesterday eating pizza. That's what I thought too. And so I wonder if she's eating so much sodium. She's got to be getting just some fluid overload with all that salt. She has to. Oh. Erica says, I think I remember reading somewhere that for larger equipment, they sometimes check with local zoos. Oh, God. I'm not certain how true, but that may or may not be. Oh, God. I mean, if it's in an area where you don't have it in a hospital and you need to get it done, I mean, I have understood that there are places where people have to get weighed that are outside of like regular establishments, and people get very upset. But people have to understand that this type of equipment is specialty and very expensive. And these healthcare facilities just may not have that. Yeah. Bellataya says there are other scanners are not sufficient as regular scanning machines, so insurance has to approve. Right. And one thing, Foodie don't have any insurance. She's out from Canada. She don't have travel insurance to Kuwait either. Wookie says they consider the zoo LOL for the machine X-ray MRI elephants. Potentially. Open MRI even has limit, I was told, for my late husband. Wow. Okay, thank you, Gigi. Right. And I'm guessing for that open MRI, there are only certain locations that you would be able to actually go. And that would be in larger cities. It's not going to be everywhere. I mean, there's just this, gosh, just trying to even get a bariatric bed into a hospital room is an act of just Congress in a U.S. hospital sometimes. I used to kill myself because I used to see the tiniest patients in the biggest beds and the biggest patients in the smallest beds. I'm like, what are we doing? So disorganized, so disorganized. Oh, we're sending her to the zoo to be scanned. Great. That's what we should name this chat. Foodie goes to the zoo for MRI. Oh, you tired, Sam? Well, thank you for just stopping on in. Let's keep her going because it looks like she didn't go for too long.
Yes. Yes, I remember.
Tired.
Okay, we'll make no name. No name, I'll put you as moderator, but if you don't want to do anything with your rent, you don't have to. It's just honorary if you want it. It's symbolic. If you like support my channel that much, I think it's deserved, you know? Hi, Monique. I like the heat I can wear. Thank you, Mila. My laugh is infectious. The Knights of Chantal. Who was? Oh, yeah. I remember that. A cruise for Bermuda. Your 23rd wedding anniversary, Elaine. Wow. Wow. Mashallah. Like, happy anniversary. The couch is pretty comfy, yeah. Thank you, Isla. Yeah, no name, no problem. No, it's not weed. It's Manwa Salwa? Manwa Salwa. Blue pot with a big enough super chat. No, I just like, you know, she regularly supports my channel and she's always very nice and sweet and positive, right? So, yeah. Anyways. But yeah, I guess if somebody's like a regular Beezer, a regular, you know, member and it's really supportive, you want to sing. What is this? Thanks, Name. No, Blue Pot takes more than this. Hi, Shelly. I support you always. Thank you, Elaine. Plus, you're a troll, Blue Pot. Who knows what you're going to do with that wrench? You're going to attack people with it, I know. Yeah, and Melly too. Melly too deserves it. Where's Melly? Hi, Teardrop. Thank you. Thank you, Teardrop. Where's Melly? Oh, Melly, you too. These are Goral. Thank you. But you guys don't have to use it. Like, unless you see something super hateful. I'm pretty like calm now. I think I can handle like, I don't like hate or like super negativity, but like I can handle like, you know, if people ask me questions, I just don't have to answer them, you know, or like, I don't know. I'm not as thin skinned, you know.
That's a good recommendation, Bellitalia, to use natural honey on sores. Yes, honey they do have medical grade honey too. Oh, absolutely. For some of the most difficult wounds, we definitely use that honey for treatment. Oh my God. I used to have that little stuff in the little containers for my wound patients. I used to love that stuff. Oh gosh, that in Zero Form. Zero Form is one of my all-time god skins for a skin tear. I cannot praise Zero Form enough. But yeah, she
was I gone for 2 days?
In a hospital soon.
I don't know, just busy and stuff, like preparing. Hey Kelly. But also, like, I think yesterday I had like a stomach flu or something. I did delete any hateful comments. Yes, Ghostface. Thank you, Teardrop.
I love how anytime anybody like feels off for a day with their stomach flu, does that mean she threw up? Because usually when I hear people talk about stomach flus, it usually is because they were having some type of, you know, not to be graphic, but obviously, you know, vomiting, throwing up along with it. Just weird, you know? Well, I'm not surprised her stomach hurt if she ate all that sub and pizza and goodness knows what else she was jamming down before she fell asleep. Good Lord. Stomach flu. Interesting.
No, I'm not going back to Canada.
Great.
Not right now. Maybe I don't know when I'm going to go visit, but Julia's on the couch sleeping after trying to take down the Ramadan decorations. These ones. What will I do for iftar? No, I'm going to cook today. Welcome to the masa. The stomach flu. No, Bupot, it was yeah. It was not good. Hello, welcome. Do you smoke shisha? Oh. Visa girl, I explained it earlier. I'll show you. It's called Mun. What's it called, babe? Mun Salwa?
Right. And I wouldn't be surprised if she wouldn't have something like gastroenteritis. I know that you can have your gallbladder removed and you can continue to kind of eat the diet that you had prior to the gallbladder being removed. And most of the time, it's not a great diet. And that's why the gallbladder often has to be removed, is because you're eating a lot of French fries and food with a lot of high saturated fats. And after a while, the gallbladder is just no longer able to do its job correctly any longer. And it gets stones in it. And then the gallbladder, has a cholecystitis potentially, and then potential removal. Anyway, I understand that you don't really have to change. I mean, it is recommended that you change your diet, but if you don't, it shouldn't really hurt you. But I do wonder over time, because she had it removed so young and she just has never improved her diet. And it's this very high saturated, all that pizza, all that cheese, bread, all the processed meats, all of these things, no exercise, obviously, the unmanaged type 2 diabetes. Would that end up causing her to get things like a gastroenteritis more? I just wonder. All right, keep going, Chantal. Just questions.
Bitch, watched your vlogs today. Quite is such a beautiful
Hey,
place. Thank
Jamie,
you.
come on in.
Yes, you were gifted, I guess so. From No Name. Hi, Kelly. Thank you, Leslie Cat. That's nice of you.
That's right. She did go off to the restroom a number of times yesterday. So she has had that history of C. diff, supposedly, too. So something was definitely up with her stomach, because she did have to go more frequently to the restroom. So was she getting some type of loose bowel? That's my nice way of putting that. Oh, God. Oh. Chantel. Because
Beautiful
that
gypsy.
could potentially also mean you're having issues with your heart too, because you're getting more loose stools, because you're not really getting good blood flow to the intestinal system. Stuff just kind of going through. Do you know what I mean? Oh, God. Oh,
Princess.
God. Oh,
Hello, Ma'ala.
I'm glad she's never going to be
Mun
in
wasalwa.
detention.
It's a buggy. So I can show you what it is. It's like a. Why is it rock hard? This one is rock hard. I don't know why.
God, her teeth
It's
can't
supposed to be
take
soft.
that.
Let me find a soft one.
Oh, no, that's
Oh, there we go.
terrible.
Weird. Okay.
I think I know those desserts too. They are good. These are the ones I think with the pistachios that are soft. They are. Oh, she's squinting so bad she can't read.
Oh yeah, blue pots immune from timing out. They don't need to be timed out. They're just like a regular troll. Okay, so this is mun wasalwa, and it has nougat and pistachio.
Oh yeah,
It's like a very famous
place in the UK.
Arabic treat.
Because obviously, yeah,
It looks like bud.
those.
A little bit, I guess.
She does not need to be.
She's an OB. Yeah, blue pots and OPPs are gone. But No Names do, so they probably don't know everybody.
Not nugget out your hand.
Regular trolls, okay, shut up. Yes. Try lighting it.
It's like my colleagues who have type 2 diabetes. I know it's not greatly managed, and they're eating chocolate all day. It's like, there used to be a time, I want to say, back in the 1980s, when my grandmother had diabetes type 2 diagnosed, and there were so many like sugar-free candies. And I want to feel that when somebody was diagnosed with having adult onset, as it was at the time, type 2 diabetes mellitus, people took it, I want to say, a little more seriously. Like, I want to feel like the diet changed, that people steer clear to the sweeties and the chocolates, and I feel like she just has no concern that she is just building up insulin resistance in her pancreas on a day-to-day basis. And I love that pistachio nougat-y treat. Goodness me. I love those things. She's got me thinking about those things. I haven't had one of those in a long time, and I remember they're good, but they're sweet. Oh my gosh. That nugget is just pure sugar. Oh God.
Yeah, we know nugget. It's like mushy, chewy.
Oh.
Doma, I have a video coming up on that.
Cozy J. Full of sugar.
Arabic Snickers? Not that I know. Okay, Blue Pot. Sorry, Blue Pot.
Yes, nugget is the Three Musketeers, but this is good. It's a little different. It's a little more chewy.
No name.
Because you can hear it chewing. Like you take out a tooth.
Why is it the straight? Thank you. Ramadan Kareem. No name is practicing.
Right.
We need some trolls to keep the chat in balance. Yeah, it has to be a bit funny, you know? Yeah, you can make Snickers like Snickers with dates, and you put like, isn't it like peanuts or something, and cover them in chocolate? I don't know. Reese's is better than Twix. I don't care what anyone says.
No. I'll just do some peanut butter. Actually, one of my favorite things that I have to be very cautious, and it takes me, I promise you, like a week to go through it. I love dark chocolate hummus with fruit. I have to say, and I also like to have a little tiny bit of that with dates. But I can see, because I love the medjool dates. Oh my goodness. And I get the ones that are pitted from Trader Joe's. But the serving size is 3 a day because they're very high in sugar. Excellent fiber. But fruit does have sugar. It's a better, fructose is if you're going to have to do something sweet and get a sugar, you're better doing it with the fructose, with the fruit. At least get the fruit, and nix the rest of the stuff. That would be always my recommendation because the fruit is so enjoyable. But yeah, that dark chocolate hummus, man, that stuff is good.
Blue Pot. Blue Pot's been in my chat for like years. Yeah. Lois. Hello. White Reese's. Oh, that sounds delicious. I tried that before, actually, I think. Yeah, I did once. I loved it. Hi, Z. Dates are very good for you. Yeah. I have some in the.
Didn't she talk about food in her last live? If she were a world-renowned chef like Wolfgang Puck, getting ready to do the Oscars or the governor's ball or whatever the one he is that he does each year. I think I ate at one of his restaurants in Vegas. It was good. Anyway, she's not. She's just talking about like run-of-the-mill chocolate over here. She just woke up too. From the looks of things, she's just eating candy. So that's going to spike her blood sugar. Beautiful.
Kitchen.
Keep going, girl.
I didn't know they're good for your liver, no.
Oh, yeah. Just what she needs for her liver.
Energy. They do have Kit Kat. They have all the regular chocolate bars mostly. Are you going to pray? Yeah. Akid Yani.
Reese's is good.
So that was the quickest on the draw. Yeah. You have a whole bag of them, Lisa?
I think you have to be
Hi,
very
Stephanie.
careful with white
what
chocolate.
time is it?
Though.
It's 3:27.
I think it's.
You better get off
like
soon. Oh, I want to bees longer.
It's not really chocolate, from what I gather. Not
Hi,
that
Grandma.
it's delicious. Don't get me wrong.
I don't speak Arabic. Well, like, I'm going to be honest. I truly do think she wants to be you. Who, me? Who, what, where? Sometimes why? What is that?
Oh, yeah. Bella Talia's talking about home remedies and how they work and how they've worked since biblical times. Absolutely. I think as a pharmacist, you can agree too that most of the medications, and I think this is why it always makes me laugh when people are like, oh, natural and big pharma and this, that, and the other. A lot of the medications are actually derived from plant compounds, and that's how we are able to create the compounds in order to create pharmaceuticals. I know now we have more potential to do synthetic creations, but a lot of it is compounded through already existing substances. That's how they discovered that these things were able to be used in order to affect the human body. Am I correct in that, Bella Talia?
That from again? Who, what, where? Sometimes why?
It makes me laugh about all these people talking about it being not natural.
Good night, Elaine. Oh my gosh.
Natalia says,
Obviously, I don't
yes,
celebrate
ma'am.
Easter now, but
Thank you.
my favorite. My mom is like so cute. Like no matter how old we are, she always gets my sister and I Easter and Valentine's gifts when I'm there. Obviously, she's not gonna mail them here, but she'll still send me like a bit of money for like every occasion, like no matter what it is. So my grandma was like that too, but she'll always like I'll be like, no, mom, you don't have to send me money. I'm like 40. I don't celebrate Easter. I don't care, cutie. I want to do it. So she always would make us little Easter box.
So Jeff Miecha says, it's the pricing that irks me about pharma. Yes, I think most of us are not, happy about how much money it. Yeah, it's a whole conversation. There's some very well-written books about the topics in regards, especially to the American healthcare system and the costs to drugs and medications. And, I can promise you, and I'm sure our pharmacists and any doctors that are in this chat or healthcare professionals, we don't get any kickbacks, guys. There's nothing. I think they even stopped doing a lot of the meals and stuff. A lot of these places have cracked down. So I know my friend used to have, and I know that I used to get to enjoy quite a few nice pharmaceutical dinners and when they were releasing new drugs and so forth, and some very, good restaurants and so on. But my friend said that I don't think that they are allowed to do that anymore. Like the healthcare system has stopped them from being able to get that as a bonus. Yeah. They're very strict restrictions on that. Okay. Keep going, Chantel. She don't look good. Stop talking about Chocolate Girl too. It's like the last conversation you need. She gonna be talking about the whole food the whole time she's supposedly fasting.
Baskets with like always cream egg, a bunny rabbit, chocolate something, or like always a card too. Always a card. Yeah. Hi Shakespeare, how art thou? Blue Pot is leaving? Okay, good night, Blue Pot. Sorry, Blue Pot. We will not banhammer you anymore, okay? Alpha C Tango. Oh, No Name, you're going? Okay, good night, No Name. Thank you. Thank you for all your generosity and for being here. I appreciate it. Hi, Jackie Howard. Blue Pot ain't leaving.
Blue Pot
Hello,
got
Susie
spicy
Gomez.
with her one night. She got nothing to talk about. She can't even describe the decorations.
Well, what do you think, babe?
Here. I'd like to at least get a description.
I'm getting off soon too, anyways.
What they
Because I have to prepare
all
sore.
mean.
I haven't gone live on TikTok, no. Love you, Mary. I'm wishing you a great week. Oh, thank you, Meditation.
Oh,
Meditation Land Paradise. No, Meditation Paradise Land. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Oh, well, Jeff, you just had hernia surgery, hey? Well, I'm glad that you are recuperating in bed and that you're enjoying the nonsense that is Chantel, along with the rest of us describing this. I hope you have a good, speedy recovery and that you follow the instructions from your surgical team because they know best. So heal well, Jeff, heal well. And Jeff says, and Thunder Rain says they hope they heal well too. I'm healthy. Too much lifting. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Yes. Okay. Yep. That happens with you guys. That does happen. I worked with a plastic surgeon who did hernia repairs. So I'm very familiar with the old hernias. Yeah. Well, that still needs time to recuperate. I had to get some leg veins fixed because of running. And I think tomorrow night before I go live, I may actually go to a run club. I probably walk beforehand. And it'll be the first time I have run walk in a very long period of time. I think I might be healed in order to do so. We'll see what the weather does. If it's raining, I don't know. But I really want to go. So, and then we'll go live. Well, you just get better then. You just get better. All right, keep going, Chantel. She doesn't look like she got too much longer. She didn't really go live for too long.
Susie.
She gave it the least amount of effort.
Are you really?
For her audience.
Melly, thank you, Melly. Aw, thank you, sweetheart. Melly and No Name Queens. Me, the whole chat might as well be mods. Yeah, that's true, I guess. No. Now I can bees. You're an honorary Beezer, Blue Pot. Thank you, Melly. Who got Melly's Group hug. Hi, Carolyn. Who got gifted Mellies? Meep the blue window.
Oh, thank you, Bellatalia, for saying you love this channel. Well, you're always welcome to come on panel when you do have time.
Melly, thank you.
And we have a panel tomorrow night.
Just waiting here quietly before. Thank you, Queen. Hey, Squeaky. No name and Blue Pot have history. Are you going to record the iftar? Yeah, that's the plan. Hey, DFS. Thank you, Melly. Who got Melly's gift this time? I can't see. New members, welcome. CM.
Yeah. Whenever you feel like you want to just,
we should have made a Blue Pot horror movie while we were there.
It's real easy. You can be an
I remember like just opening the blue window sometimes and just looking into the like crawl space. It was like a weird, it was like outside, but not really. Like, how do you describe it, babe? It was like outside, but not really. Melly, thank you, Melly. Aw. Who got this one? Tortellini. I think Tortellini got it. Jackie Howard, ready, set, Reappears. Remember for 2 months, Breezer forever. Thank you, Jackie. I appreciate that. Thank you, Melly, so much, Queen. I love you. Thank you. Blue Pot, did it give you the runs? What's for dinner at the El Sultan's? Susie. Persian food. I am going to be making Persian-style rice one of these days. I have saffron.
Thunder Rain, I'm guessing that somebody trying to get hernia surgery here in the United States because surgery is so expensive. I mean, I had a number of procedures last year. I had pretty decent health insurance through work, and I specifically chose a PPO because I knew I was going to have these procedures need to be done. But I mean, I had a septal deviation repair and a rhinoplasty and other stuff, and some other procedures. But just the facility alone, because I did have to go under anesthesia, was $27,000 just for the facility. And that was not including the anesthesia, the plastic surgeon, I mean, any of that. And then just the stuff on my legs, probably for my leg veins. Oh my gosh, it was thousands of dollars. So yeah, well, I hope they get what they need for that. It's such a shame. Oh, sorry guys. Don't know what happened there.
Probably coming in choosing violence.
That was
so sweet, Melly. Yes. You got a warp heart.
That was weird.
All of you. People are generous tonight. Thank you. I appreciate that. Make cabbage rolls. Actually, Squeaky, I'm going to be making vine leaves. But cabbage rolls are good. I got to make that one of these days.
Oh, so they're in Canada. They're trying to get it privately in Canada. And I can understand that too. If they need to do that as well. Because if you need to get it surgery and you don't have time, I can understand the urgency to want to get it sooner. And then it would be out of pocket and probably even more than someone like me. Because like that $27,000 for my facility, I didn't pay for that. I paid probably out of pocket for the facility next to nothing because I'd had so many procedures. I reached my deductible. And that's why I kept having so many last year, was to reach what they call the deductible here so that I could get them done. Yeah, that's and that is, I think, going to happen. I think over time, these systems, which used to seemingly work a little more efficiently, as medicine improves and people are living longer too, I have more call on the healthcare system. We just don't have enough to provide for people fast enough. So yeah. Oh, I hope they get that soon.
Melly, are we twitching tonight? Well, Meep, maybe yes. Yeah, probably at some point. Yeah, I'm affiliate now. Yeah. So I was playing hardcore when I wasn't even monetized, and now that I'm, I don't know like what affiliate versus partner. I think anyway, whatever. Partner is a lot harder to achieve. Salah doesn't. Meep, I guess so. Doesn't seem excited. He's probably tired.
Yes, Bellatalia. There's the shortage of nurses. And there's nurses like me who sit around like partly retired because we're pretty tired from working so many hours and for so many years. So yeah. And it's the biggest problem for nursing. And I think this is the part the piece that is even more difficult is that we do not have enough nursing schools and nursing instructors. And they're very high standards for certain establishments too. And school is very expensive. So, for example, to be a professor at the college I studied nursing at, they did want them to have their doctorates of nursing. And to get a doctoral degree in nursing is extremely expensive, extremely expensive. Just to get a master's degree is extremely expensive in this country. So you're asking people to obviously take on a huge amount of debt too. And then the spaces are very limited because there aren't enough instructors with those levels of qualification who are willing to work at a school and work for the salaries that schools pay then. Because the income that you could then make working for a healthcare system or insurance company or anything else in healthcare with those levels of qualifications, and even sometimes they'll end up being like CEOs of like going to health admin and stuff, takes more nurses away. So it just leads to further and further shortages. So we just don't have enough colleges to train nurses. COVID burnt a lot of nurses out. A lot of nurses obviously travel because the money is good. There's a lot of flexibility. I know that myself, I just am going to probably just do flexi home health because I can negotiate my hours, my salary. Yeah. There's a lot behind it. Yeah, there's a lot of moving pieces to the nursing shortage. And Mia says her gallbladder surgery was 40K. Oh, girl, I'm so sorry. I always do say, definitely negotiate that with the hospital. Always negotiate. Always. We have baby boomers age group upon us, millions of retired people. This is the baby boomer year retire. Oh gosh, yes, it really is putting a strain on the healthcare system. And a lot of these people just worked. And a lot of people don't think they necessarily have to really see doctors, and then they retire and then they're like, oh, now it's time to go see the doctor, because they've been working all these years. I mean, you'd be surprised. And so they finally get their appointments. They're under Medicare now, or they're, getting care. They're more strain on the system. There's less appointments, very frustrated patients, and it is causing for, shortages with providers being able to give care. And people are obviously not healthy. So they're having to have more follow-up too, because they haven't really taken great care of their health over the years, because they've just been too busy. You see it all the time. Medicare is going to be swamped. Oh, God, yes. And not every provider takes Medicare. And so the providers that do take Medicare, they are going to be swamped. Absolutely. And with people who maybe have not really been savvy with taking care of their health, it's a lot of big pieces of education that have to happen too. All right, let's get back to Chantel and see if we can learn anything from her.
Teardrop. Oh, Brooke, this is all I got. Oh, you didn't have to teardrop. Thank you. Just being here means a lot. You're always so sweet and supportive. I really means a lot to us. Thank you so much for that, though. Thank you. Yeah. Teardrop, you little cutie. You should do live vine leaves. I should do them live. They take a while, so maybe. I've never done them before. I'm so nervous. I have a food processor, not a blender. But I still blend everything. And actually, I have a hand blender. Yeah, I need to make so many things. Oh my gosh, babe, we have sambusa. That's more for iftar, right? We don't have any chicken soup, but I can make it myself, homemade. Yes. So I want to make a soup. I need to make grape leaves. I need to make so many things. Rice pudding. A frozen mocha tonight. Yeah, I do.
So Chantel is back to talking about home cooking again. And if you saw a video I just released the other day where she burnt the rice pudding and she was eating the 2 subs, she had complained about how much she hated cooking at home. She is just in circles and all over the place.
You have chocolate powder.
Decide which
Swiss
is
chard.
it?
Oh, I never tried that. Yeah, I'm gonna film myself cooking some things, and maybe some things I'll do live. Hi, Lady J. I'm definitely gonna film the grape leaves.
I think my suggestion is so much better. And that is she brings in somebody in Kuwait who is local and is a chef and actually can really make baba ganoush, oh yum, and make good grape leaves and actually teach and show Chantel. So we have an opportunity, her audience at least, to see somebody, but she's too cheap. And she probably could save the money on the takeout and get some really good food. That would actually be fascinating. I'm sure she could find someone who spoke English, but she would never organize anything that fun. I would love to see that. That to me, I don't want to see her making them. I want to see somebody from Kuwait making this food, not Chantel's dirty mitts.
meant to do them, but I just didn't get around to it yet. And I wanted to get henna done, but I just I haven't been feeling up to like going and sitting and like waiting for them to do it even because I don't know, my leg and how my stomach's been feeling. I just not being able to complete a level 1 AKB play for months. I want to change the name to Miriam Sucks at Games. Thank you, Lynn. Yeah, it's cute, eh? A little bit. Grape leaves are so good. Cats in pajamas. I don't really feel that well, actually, Shelly. No, never apologize, guys.
Oh, gosh. Okay, so she's talking about not feeling well. She's not got much longer. She doesn't get out to do a lot. We would need to start clocking the days on the not feeling well arc now. Because she did get up a number of times to the restroom. She, we know her health has not been great. She talks about her stomach not feeling good. Chantel doesn't really get out enough to be contracting any type of virus from anywhere that I would think that she's out. But Chantel is somebody too that if she were out and about and touching anything, I'm sure she doesn't come home and wash her hands, which is what they say you should do. It doesn't matter if it's pandemic season or not. I used to have kids that would get so angry with me because I insist on the minute you come in and you've been out doing anything, whether it's going to the store, being out with the pets, anything, the second you come into the house, you wash your hands. Get whatever before you start touching stuff in the home. Just as part of trying to stay a little bit healthy. And not, it's just good practice. And I could just see, oh God, she looks terrible. She doesn't look good. She really does not look well. And she has been very diaphoretic, like sweating. So something is going on with her. She is not well. What it is exactly, she won't go to a doctor to find out. Oh, this could be interesting. Let's see how long it lasts.
Like for those of you just being here supporting is the world a lot too,
She was
Babe was
sweating
better at games than me.
the other day. But she didn't
Imagine
even
I just drop myself right into Call of Duty. I would be like dead in like 1 second. Maybe I should try playing. Try playing games, people. I don't know. It could be a good laugh. Vine leaves, yeah. In Arabic, there's different names, but they're
Mia. She's stated that she does not wash her hands after using the restroom. Was she just trying to be funny and gross people out, or was she being serious? Because that's nasty. That's I've already been like overloaded by the CPAP. Every time I do a Chantel live or any reaction, it's amazing how much I want to just clean and exercise and eat a piece of fruit.
they're also called Doma. They're also called Warak Inab. We need to game together. Call of Duty seems stressful, Moonshine. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta prepare breakfast. So dry toast and water, bread and water, prison food for those who don't feel well. Yeah. Well, sometimes it's all some people have. Burger and onion, add canned tomato, mixed veg, and beef broth. Susie, my mom and grandma used to make that all the time. It's so good. And sometimes like she would make vegetable soup with like hamburger in it. It was good. Breakfast, Ghostface. So it's right before Fajr. So Fajr is at 4:42. So it's called Suhoor. And I'm gonna make it like right now because I don't have much longer. I stink at games, yeah. Melika, first tarawih. Oh, really? I plan on doing like tarawih like at home, not in the mosque. Belly talks in chairs.
Oh my goodness. So it was actually seen on video, Madonna, that she did not wash her hands after using a restroom. And then she's touching her cell phone and scrolling on that phone all day long. Oh gosh, that's really nasty. It's just the little things in life that keep you healthy, guys. And one of them is just, washing your hands after using a toilet. Oh gosh. Oh, and then she's talking about wanting to roll grape leaves. Oh no. Oh, I would never want to eat her food. Oh. Oh gosh, she gets worse. All right, Chantel, keep going.
Don't
girl. Why are you
recap this
still
with
here
another
with us?
chia recipe. Thank you, Belly. Thank you for the super chats. Get some government subsidized falafel.
Yes,
They are.
Black
You have the
light.
best, kindest
That.
cat. World of difference compared to the rest of girl world. Love the Beezers.
Well, no,
Thank you,
after
Melly.
Robin,
I agree. I really agree. My teeth look shiny today. I used mouthwash. Yeah, I agree. Thank you. Yeah, and you're part of it. Like, you guys are really awesome. Yeah. I love it.
Oh yeah, Chantel was out hugging camels, and then supposedly she was going to go see a medical doctor at a clinic, because that's usually how it rolls when you're off to the doctors. First, you hug camel and get covered in camel stuff, and then you go into a facility where people may have compromised immune systems. It goes great, that very thoughtful. But all she was doing was walking in the clinic and walking out, and just kind of pretending that she had a doctor's appointment, because she didn't see any doctor there. She was sneaking in that place. She looked like she was sneaking in that clinic that day. That was the funniest thing I've ever watched. Gosh. And she touches her hands to her face. Oh, I'm even more grossed out now. I'm so
Our chat is not attacking a single person right now. They're not making fun of people. There's no hate. I love it.
Oh,
yes. It's friendly, yeah.
Oh,
Do you eat nougatine?
gosh,
What is this?
no.
Oh, okay,
Oh
Malik.
gosh, now you're making me remember that she doesn't now wash her hands after a restroom. And then she go and stick her hand in her pickle jar with the reused pickle juice, of course. Because that pickle juice is not just for one-time use. That's for multiple picklings. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh. I'm sorry. Anyone listening to the replay is going to be like, what are those noises that woman is making? It's my just horror sounds over here. And I should be able to cam up again soon. I'm looking back to normal, so I'm excited.
Okay. I didn't know that. Positive vibes only. I feel attacked. Why? Life is too short. Toby, look at Howie. Look at his little mouse face. He's so cute. I got to get him on camera when his ears are up. He's so cute. Oh my gosh. Positive vibes chat. We don't stalk, bully, and mass report like the zombies. Yeah, exactly. Yes. I like her Beezer army. Me too. Thanks, Malika. Ramadan Kareem, by the way. The chat is undefeated. Yeah. Oh yeah, true. A doggy bag? Oh, a dog party? What? Halwa, yeah. Or halwa. No, it's called halwa. It's called halwa here, I think. Yeah. But we have nougat. Like in this dessert I just had, there's some nougat in it.
She is so, and when she's about to finish out, she is so red. She is so swollen. Wow. Chantel, you are looking extremely swollen. You need to cut back off that salt. Hey, sap. Stat, girl.
My mouse's name is Howie or How. Harry. Howie. I call him Howie. Howie. Because he's a. Where's the cat? Oh, I also have to do a couple cameos.
Yes, Sandra,
so I could stay online forever, but life would go by. So sweet and generous. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Oh, look at all my pinned comment. There's a check mark beside my name. That's cool. I don't know. Thank you, Malika. I hope so for you, too. So, yeah, this is just some of the decorations. Oh. And on the wall, we have some. They're kind of short, so we put them up how we can.
I was seeing it now.
Ramadan,
good.
Little things here. And then we have some little table, like if I do mukbangs. We have some little Ramadan lights.
See, I knew there had to be bunting. It cannot be a proper party without bunting. I'm satisfied, but she needed it all three. She needed to go all the way around with that bunting. That was a little sad. I like the little candles. I love knickknacks for the holidays. I'm a sucker for stuff like that.
They're cute, just for the table or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. If you have epilepsy, don't look away. If you have epilepsy.
Oh gosh.
Nice, eh?
Trigger warning, Chantel.
Some oud. Yum. It's like oud oil.
What's oud oil?
Do people give gifts for Ramadan? I don't know, CM. So, yeah, they can if they want. Yeah, or we give food. Julia, you just ate. Why?
I'm not familiar if gifting is part of Ramadan. I understand that charity is a huge part. So giving in charity or sharing food with others, I understand is something that's done. I don't know if they gift.
You fat. Hey, nah. Okay, guys. Dates are good for detox, yeah.
So Chantel out here thinking she's gonna detox her liver with dates. Chantel, you're past any of this. As we always say, you actually need inpatient care, girl, for a multitude of medical issues. All right, let's Chantel finish up, and then we'll finish up. My goodness, she was quick today, thankfully. Thank you, Chantel.
Yes, Middle East smells amazing, yeah. Because they have a lot of incense and perfumes and stuff. Sears gift card.
That does smell good.
Yeah, you too, teardrop. Okay, thank you, guys. I'm going to go for now, but stay tuned for some vlogs and more live streams. Just depends how I feel. Yes, creepy. Bye, guys.
All right. She's going to say nothing else interesting. Let me share the screen with her here. Hey, here we go. Oh my gosh. Billy Joel passed away? When did this happen, Wilfred? I mean, I'm guessing just today? Just now? Oh my goodness. Now I'm going to be striking out some Piano Man. Oh, Piano Man. No, you don't want me doing Billy Joel, I promise you. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, some Uptown Girl. That was one of my all-time favorite songs. I do remember that video very well with Christy Brinkley. Oh, well, rest in peace, Billy Joel. You brought a lot of people a lot of joy with your music. He is such a, I mean, I can't think of like the 80s and not think of some Billy Joel, man. He was huge. He was huge when I was a kid. You saw him in concert, Bellatalia. That's excellent. You don't think he did? Oh, you can't find it? Seriously? Oh, what? Was that true, Wilfred? Some people are saying they don't know. Is that true? I hope not. I know we lost Jimmy Buffett recently. He's alive. We're being trolled. Oh, okay. Oh, Wilfred, don't troll me like that. You're gonna have me break out in Uptown Girl. So we're dying young. No, supposedly Billy's still with us. So if you still got tickets to see him in Madison Square Gardens, you're good to go. He'll be in the Hamptons this year. Just be careful if he is still alive up in the Hamptons. We don't know if he's rolling sober or not. He's still alive. Thank you, Angela Glass. Oh, thank you, Jesus. I was getting a little bit sad there. See, I'm so easy to be trolled. My Lord. Maybe they think she looks like Billy Joel. Maybe that was Foodie's dates. He didn't die. Thank you, Bree. My goodness. Just a way to end the live. Hey. No one believes the death notice on YouTube. Wilfred, nothing better to do. Yeah, Wilfred, come on. Oh, yeah. I never read any of the YouTube. They always have these crazy videos on YouTube that's usually some AI voice, and it's some crazy gossip or scam thing or something wild. And they're always like to be avoided, about what Margot Robbie really looks like when she takes her teeth out and stuff. It's the wildest stuff. It's always, I look it up. Thank you, Angel of Glass. I was just, Wilfred got his today. They did. They did. And I was like, oh, okay. They do trick you on YouTube. I know. Well, Foodie tricks us all the time that she's on a health journey. So there you go. Well, hey, at least I knew who Billy Joel was. That's the worst part. They're looking at my picture like, that looks like a chick who knows who Billy Joel is. No, Nancy, it was a troll. We're just being. It's a celebrity hoax going around. Wow, poor old Billy Joel, man. I mean, his career's been dead for a while, but he's still alive. I mean, he can still sell out a concert, don't get me wrong. But the one who fools herself all the time that she can just do anything and everyone's going to be all ecstatic is Barbra Streisand. Because she retired so long ago, nobody really knows who she is. So nobody really cares if Barbara does anything. Bellati says Jimmy Buffett Day is on August the 30th, renaming A1 Highway in Florida to Jimmy Buffett Boulevard. Oh my goodness. I promise you, I have a hairdresser that used to be my hairdresser and she moved to Florida. She loves some Jimmy Buffett. I think she used to go let's say she was regularly in Key West. I used to live in Key West as a child. It was Ozzy Osbourne the other day. Everyone gets a turn. Oh, is that the one who died? Yeah. Is it Ozzy? Well, Ozzy looks like death most days as well. I can't say that Ozzy doesn't look like he died and came back and died and came back again 5 times. And that was just in one day. He looks forever resurrected, Ozzy Osbourne. He looks terrible. But Ozzy Osbourne does, I believe he has Parkinson's disease. So I try, but Ozzy Osbourne also was somebody who really abused his body with a lot of drugs and alcohol too. So the fact that Ozzy Osbourne or Keith Richards is still alive is still, to my amazement to this day, for how much abuse those men put in their bodies. And just as much as I'm still surprised Chantel's still with us. But Chantel is not looking very well. And so I do think something is up with her stomach, or something is not making her well, just because she did have to get up and leave to go to the restroom a number of times yesterday on her live. And I just don't, even though she's pretty conniving, I don't know if she's that well of a planned conniver to try to milk a new illness. I think her stomach isn't feeling well for whatever reason. And it could be coming from a myriad of causes because her health is so poor. I'd be curious to know how long this goes on for. She didn't have to get up to go to the toilet during this live, so that's good. She went an extended period of time. Maybe she's taking some Lomotil and feeling a little bit better, because I know Lomotil will just like snap you right back in. Because I used to live on some Lomotil in Mexico on occasion. If she, just if you need to get that back up, find some Lomotil. I think it could be even over the counter in a place like Kuwait. I don't know, but that might help. C. diff? Yeah, well, then Lomotil would be contraindicated to C. diff, probably. Her lifestyle diet is bad poor health. Yeah, I don't know if we can even prescribe her with anti diuretic at all. not diuretic, anti-diarrheal. Poo-poo's in the kitchen? Oh, that sounds terrible. You read Keith Richards' all about he's saved by the pharmaceutical grace of his drugs. Yeah. I mean, I'm surprised. I promise you, I saw the Rolling Stones in concert in London many, many years ago. I think it was like oh God, I want to say it was 95, 96. It was the Voodoo World Tour, just to show you how old I am. And London is obviously the Stones' hometown because they're from there. And Keith Richards gets the biggest applause out of everybody. And I was surprised that the drummer, Charlie Watts, passed away before Keith Richards, because Keith Richards has abused his body with more drugs than you can shake a stick at, and smoking and drink. I mean, just amazing amount of abuse to a body. And he's still going. It's just like, it always, and people give him like, this can't stop. He gets the loudest applause because I think it's just, everyone is just like, and that was in the 96, 95, 96, and people were applauding him. And he's still going. And it's been almost like 30 years. Can he even still stand? He props up. He's still sitting there. Oh, he looks rough though. Oh yeah. Keith Richards always looked rough. Keith Richards has never been a handsome man. Anyway. All right, guys. If you have liked this content tonight, hit the likes, hit the subscribes if you're not a member yet. And I can't even remember how long Nightbot makes people be a member for before you come in my chat. I have no idea. I'm trying to figure out my Nightbot commands. Nightbot is actually a little more complex than I realized. But I figured out a poll, so that's all. It says Keith is not much of a philanderer as the others. Keith Richards has a beautiful wife. Keith Richards has a beautiful wife. She was a very famous American model. He has a gorgeous wife. He really does. Thank you, Bella Talia. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. No, thank you. Thank you. We appreciate you so much. Your Nightbot is a rogue man. My Nightbot. I have no idea what goes on with my Nightbot. I tried to kill half the commands, Shelly. Teams, have a great rest of your night. You too, Team Psych Ward. He's been married for a long time. Oh, forever. Oh, yeah. His wife is beautiful. So anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for joining me for this impromptu live. I just wanted to catch up with Chantel, and now we know her tummy hurts. So that's sad. I hope she is taking care of that and making sure she stays properly hydrated and checking her electrolyte balance if she's losing anything, because that's going to be important, girl. But maybe not hold back on the salt a wee bit. All right, guys. Well, tomorrow night, Cheekbones, otherwise known as Sonia, will be joining me on a panel live at 8 p.m. tomorrow evening, Eastern Standard Time. We are going to be finishing the type 2 diabetes questions that were posted in the Life and Vibe community tab. I'm finally getting to the second part of them because I wanted to do them with another healthcare professional. Obviously, if anybody else is a healthcare professional and you want to join in, let me know in the chat and maybe we can just drop a link and you can join us on the panel. And so we'll be just taking a look at those questions and anything new that Chantel may have along the way. So we appreciate that. Thank you to all my new subs. I've been so excited. I got a little growth spurt over the last couple of days. So thank you all to the new subs and happy spring forward. And we will catch you all tomorrow. So let me just take Chantel off the screen. I'm back in the Kuwait apartment. I need to get myself a little bit of something to drink. I can feel myself getting parched over here. Have a lovely Sunday evening, everybody. And I'm just going to bring up my finishing out music and say adieu.